everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're transforming Dollar Tree's new wood frames into 3 unique and creative crafts that you won't believe are so affordable. From rustic to chic home decor, these frames are about to get a serious upgrade. Hi, my name is Katie from Lady Red Crafting. Stick around to see how you can turn these simple frames into stunning DIYs. So while I was at the Dollar Tree, I found these new wood frames. I'm going to start out by using the circle one with a plate that I got at the Dollar Tree and a napkin that I got from Home Goods. We're going to take these 3 items and make a beautiful decor piece. Let's start out by prepping our napkin. And if you notice here, this napkin has 1/6 of it that has the foil inlay on it, and I want to make sure that's displayed in our piece. So I'm taking a little piece of painter's tape here, and I'm just going to remove the back 2 layers of the napkin. And once we have those layers removed, I'm going to grab that little plate that we found at the Dollar Tree. Next, I grabbed my Mod Podge, and I'm going to use the glossy Mod Podge for this. Now, this plate I did find in the Crafter Square section, and it is unfinished. It's just a pottery type plate. And so that is what I'm going to be using for this piece. Now, going back to that napkin, I'm just going to cut this in half so it's easier to use. Now, let's go ahead and lay that napkin over the top of this plate. And since I want to use the part of the napkin that has that gold foil in there, I center that in the middle of my plate so you'll see most of that gold foil on the plate. Next, I'm going to grab a piece of cling wrap and I'm just going to lay that over the top. Now I'm going to fold this down about halfway, and I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to paint the plate with the Mod Podge. Now we're going to fold that napkin back over the top of the Mod Podge, and using our cling wrap, we're going to smooth out that napkin. Then we'll just repeat this same step on the other side of the plate. So while that is drying, let's go back to that wood piece. And we're going to take some plaster paint here, and I added a little bit of water to this paint just to thin it out a little bit. And I'm going to take and I mix this up with a brush, but instead I'm going to apply this with a sponge brush because I felt like this would get around everything a little bit better than the brush. And I am going to paint both the front and the back of this piece because you may still see the back side a little bit, so I wanted to make sure it was seamless on all sides. And while that piece is drying, let's go back to our plate that has already dried. So I'm going to take the same Mod Podge here, and this is the glossy Mod Podge, and I'm going to do a coat of the Mod Podge over the top of this napkin, and then we're just going to let this dry again. Now that everything has dried, I grab my zip sander, but a sanding block or an emery board or a piece of sandpaper would just be fine. And I am just sanding down in a downward motion on the outside perimeter of this plate. And the napkin just falls right off. And now that our plate is ready to go, let's go ahead and put everything together. I grab my Tight Bond Quick and Thick glue, and I'm going to do a bead of glue around the perimeter of this plate. Now let's go ahead and grab our wood frame here, and we're going to set that right on top of our glue. Off camera, I did put a book on top of this and let this sit for about 2 hours before moving on to this next step. So now for some finishing touches. I have this gold ribbon left over from Christmas from Walmart, and I absolutely love this ribbon. And this ribbon goes really well with that gold foil inlay that's around the flowers. So what I'm doing here is I am just going to add a piece to the top to make as a hanger. And once I have tied that to the top there, I did dovetail my ends just so that they looked a little bit more finished. And once I was satisfied with the hanger, I did make a little bow off camera. And if you want to learn how to make a bow, I'll put a link right here for you if you want to see a quick way to make a bow. But we're just going to glue that hanger into place to make sure it stays where you want it. And then I'm going to take some more hot glue and I'm going to hot glue that bow right to the center of that hanger. And now our beautiful little plate is ready to display. I just love how this turns out. I just think this brings so much to the plate and the decoupage and gives it a very elegant look. And if you don't want to decoupage a plate, you could just use a regular plate that you have that fits inside this frame. And if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Thanks! Here's a quick and easy craft you can do with one of these wood frames from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to start out with my Antique Wax by Waverly, and we're going to stain this frame. Now, once the frame is stained, I'm going to grab a piece of satin ribbon here, and I am going to make a hanger for our frame. Next, I'm going to take some black sheer ribbon, and I think I got this from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a quick little bow that we're going to glue onto our piece here. And once we have that first bow glued onto our piece, I'm actually going to glue a second bow right into the center, and this one is just going to be a white satin ribbon that I'm going to put right in the center. And you could just leave it just like this, but I thought it needed a little bit extra. So I'm adding one of those pink paper flowers that I've had in my stash, and I'm just going to add that right into the center of those bows. And that's all there is to it. This is such a quick and easy spring decor piece that you can make. Some other ideas and variations, you could use flowers on the top instead. Or you could do some swags of greenery at the top of this cute little frame. I just love how versatile this frame is, and I think this is a fun decor piece that you can make for the spring. Let me know in the comments below how you would decorate your little frame. Now here's an out-of-the-box idea to use for one of the square frames. So for this frame, I am going to be using one of the frames, one of these blanks from the Dollar Tree that's shaped in a square, and 4 paint sticks. And the paint sticks I think I got on Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the box below for them if you'd like. But you can also get these at Lowe's or Home Depot or any place near you. So I'm going to be using these miter shears that I got for Christmas, and if you haven't used these before, what's nice about them is that you can do different angles when you're cutting your piece of wood. And so for these paint sticks, I'm going to be cutting them at a 45-degree angle, and these sticks ended up fitting perfectly around the outside edge of that square that I was looking at earlier. So we're just going to go ahead and just cut each one of these on the 45-degree angle. And after my first cut, I just flipped the piece of wood over and I did the same cut on the other side. So it kind of looks like it's the bottom piece of a triangle. Now go ahead and repeat on the other 3 paint sticks. And while we have a moment, I want to tell you all about this playlist I host each month with my good friend Loli from Loli D Creations. And our lovely guest host this month is Jody from Jody's Southern Seasons. This playlist is all about recreating something that inspires you. And my inspiration this month was Sherry at Canterbury Cottage. Sherry is a talented creator who has lovely ideas and a beautiful style. I have linked her and the playlist down in the description box below, so please check everybody out and give them some love. Thank you. And once we have all of our pieces prepped, I'm going to go ahead and lock my miter shears and put them away. And if you're interested in these miter shears, I will put a link in my description box below. Now let's go ahead and take those paint sticks we cut and place them on top of the square that we have from the Dollar Tree. And this is going to fit perfectly around and make a beautiful frame. And once you're satisfied with your frame placement, I'm going to be grabbing my Titebond Quick and Thick glue, but you can use any wood glue that you like, and I'm going to glue everything into place. And to ensure that all the pieces stay where I would like, I'm using some painter's tape here, and I'm just taping everything down. Now back to that quick and thick glue again. We're just going to put a little bit of that into a dish, and using a paintbrush, I'm going to paint the back side of this wood frame that we got from the Dollar Tree. Next, we're going to go ahead and just place that in the center of our square. Then I'm going to grab that painter's tape again, and I'm going to tape that down as well. And after about 4 hours, I went ahead and removed all of the tape. Now let's go ahead and take our piece and put it onto a paintable surface. And I like to keep extra pieces of cardboard for this, and I just leave them in my craft room to make it really easy so I don't make too big of a mess. And once our piece is taped down with some painter's tape, I go ahead and I grab my Waverly chalk paint in the color white, and I'm going to go ahead and give a nice coat of paint to the whole entire piece. And now that our piece has dried, I'm grabbing my Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant, and I'm going to take a thick brush here, and we're going to very lightly dry brush around the whole entire piece. Now I want to be able to display this on the wall, so I'm going to be using a sawtooth picture hanger hardware. And we're just going to center that on the back side of this piece. And it's going to be really easy to do because there were those 2 holes that were originally there to hang it that we covered in the front. And so now we know exactly where to center it. And this hardware is really easy to install. I was able to just use a normal screwdriver, and it was hardly any pressure to be able to put this into my piece. Now here is what our final piece looks like, and I just love how this turns out. I'm going to be displaying this in our master bedroom, which happens to be a light blue, gray, and white. So I think this is going to go really well on the wall and look very elegant. I also think this piece would be a great piece to group together with other ones as well. And there you have it. 3 beautiful wood frame projects. I hope you enjoyed these crafts today as much as I did. And if you're looking for more fun, creative craft ideas, be sure to check out our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, craft more, stress less.